Hey guys, Jonathan Andrew here, your favorite realtor, excited to announce our city series. Yes, we are going to be going into Dallas, Fort Worth, and all the surrounding areas with locals to help better educate you on making that decision on where you want to settle. What fits your lifestyle best? Instead of possibly getting into a scrambly situation when you first get down here, or not being familiar with the area. It's scary, guys, but I'm here to over communicate, educate, and get you guys on track and make you happy. After this brief intro, we're going to be setting the foundation, starting off with the pros and cons of Dallas, Texas. Now, I know we kind of do good and bad, pros and cons. I guess you start off with the good, then the bad. Well, let's start off with the bad first, why don't we? Dallas and Texas in general has had an immense amount of growth over the years, especially 2020. Throughout 2020 and 2021, we have just been seeing our city's population boom. Now, what has that caused? I mean, with us all getting back on the road, guys, I gotta be honest with you. Pro or con number one, it's looking like the commute and drive times is it's gotten out of hand. I mean, places where it's taken me 15 minutes to drive has doubled, or if not tripled, going from 30 to 45 minutes. Of course, it depends what time you're getting out. Sometimes it's worse than others. Sometimes it's just congestion, and then other times you have where a 4-laner becomes a 1. So with that being said, yeah, guys, I gotta chalk it up. And after hearing from so many people, commute and drive time definitely is killer, especially when you have those long drives you gotta make, maybe from Garland to Las Colinas or something like that. Which, hey, I know you probably don't know those cities yet, but no worries, guys, we'll get there. And to go off of the pro or this con, another thing, as you heard, some lanes might be shut down. You might be going from a 4-lane to a 1-lane. Well, Dallas kind of was voted one of the worst places to drive because there's bad drivers. I don't remember if we ranked number 1. But I know there was a big talk of the town that we were definitely like top 3 at one point. It feels like we are number 1. I gotta be honest with you. I mean, I know there's crazy people all over the place, but Dallas right now, man, I can't say it enough. I love my city, but dang, we got some drivers who just wait to the last second to enter a lane and will straight up, be on the far right and try to exit across the highway at the very last second. Hey, again, love my city, but it is what it is. All right, so that's 2 cons. What's con number 3? Well, con number 3 I would chalk up as the weather. Now, I know a lot of people might roll their eyes at that, but you know what? I'm saying this for my out-of-state folks. I don't know how crazy it gets out of state, to be honest with you, but I know that when I saw Tyler, the Creator, years back, he stopped in the town. He made a comment on the weather. He said it made absolutely no sense how it went from pitch black, dark, and raining and just looked like it was the end of the world storm. It's bright, sunny, and hot, and then add on the humidity. So yeah, the weather can be challenging. I mean, I've also had people within Texas who are further up north say that the Dallas heat is completely different than what they experience up in the Panhandle. That it is intense and can get intense down here. I guess when you have 90 to 100 degree weather and then add humidity on top of it, yeah, you're kind of people tend to be uncomfortable. But you know what? We do have AC, and well, kind of stay inside on those days. Then, of course, you have the tornadoes and stuff like that, hailstorms. For whatever reason, though, I got to be honest here. I live more towards the southern part of Dallas, like towards your Duncanvilles and Midlothian area and stuff like that. I really don't feel like we get hit with too much hail. I feel like the hail usually hits up north more. I don't know if that's just me, but it kind of seems that way. So you do have some crazy weather that can come down here, guys. It could be bright and sunny, then, it feels like a hurricane's about to hit. So take it as you may. Still a great place to live. But, yeah, weather can be finicky. Another con number 4. And it probably adds on to the bad driving and the commute times, is construction. All my life, I-35 has been under construction. I don't think it's ever going to be done. I think I'm going to be an old man in my deathbed, and I-35 is still going to be under work. There's so much construction going on. Of course, are they kind of adapting with the growth of the city? I mean, we'll see. They've done some things and changed some things, and I'm just like, I don't understand why they did that. Because now it seems like it got worse. But nonetheless, guys, construction can be a problem. Be careful out there too, man, because I don't know where you're coming from or what, but in Texas, we tend to drive fast. So what I suggest is that if you're especially in the downtown area, don't get to the far left lane, don't get off to the far right lane. Kind of try to stay towards the middle, because you have some, for instance, when you're going down, passing downtown, there's a little ramp, enters on, and it's its own lane, but then both those lanes merge. So, yeah, it gets a little hectic, just to kind of give you guys a preview. But, yeah, construction is definitely out there, and it's just going on everywhere in the city and the surrounding area. So I would definitely chalk that up as a con, because it seems like the construction just lasts forever. Now, this might not seem like a heavy con. This is more just a playful con. But guys, I gotta tell you, when I went to New York and tried the pizza, it completely changed my life. And when I came back to Texas, well, there's really only a handful of spots that can maybe satisfy the craving of New York pizza. Now, is everything, is it hit the mark on New York pizza? I mean, I would have to go back and see. It's been a while, but you do have a couple of pizza spots that could be like New York-esque. I'm just saying, hey, I've never really seen anybody in New York eat Little Caesars or Domino's or Pizza Hut, because there's so many great pizzerias up there. But yeah, if you're coming from a place where pizza just has this immaculate taste, I don't know what they do or how they do it. They always say it's in the water. But prepare for pizza to not be as great. I'm sorry, Texas. I'm sorry. We don't have anywhere near the amount of pizzerias who provide like great quality the way New York pizza is. I am sorry. It is just the truth. And that's what I'm here for. I'm here to give the truth. So here we are. How about we brighten it up with some pros, right? Now, I know I said we don't have pizza, right? But guess what? Pro number 1 is food. Yes, Texas, especially Dallas, Texas, has some awesome food. Just amazing food. I'm dreaming of, my mouth's watering right now. It's amazing. From your barbecue, Tex-Mex, I mean your monster burgers, chicken is just, man, I could go for some Halls right now. Yeah, that's right, I said Halls. Or Rudy's, or you have Lucky's hot chicken too. That's just an amazing chicken sandwich right there. I mean, it goes on and on, right? Terry Black's barbecue. Golly. I don't know if it gets much better than that, but there are some amazing barbecue spots all over Texas. Dallas is definitely coming in strong. I mean, you have barbecue galore, and obviously you have the mom and pop shops, you have the major chains, you have some, again, great burgers, great chicken, great just everything. And I mean, it's like, guys, you're gonna gain some weight when you come here. because you'll literally eat the best meal of your life, and then next thing you know, you're walking around and you see euphorium pies, and you're like, oh, let's try that, and you're full again because you ate an awesome, immaculate dessert. So, that being said, guys, yeah, I'm going to consider it a pro. Food in Dallas is amazing. And we are a versatile group. Love our steaks, but also get down with sushi. It's amazing. Another pro we can say is land. Now, I know some people that are here from Dallas may say, oh, land's gotten so expensive lately. Yeah, to us, it's expensive, but people coming from out of state who have lived on zero lots and things of that nature and probably never even had a yard in their life, you're going to get a pretty good lot size for homes. You're also going to get, you can also purchase land if you want, depending how far out you want to go. Obviously, within city limits, you're probably not going to find much. But if you're willing to go out to the suburbs or those outer areas that might be 30, 40 minutes out, then yeah, sure, you could find a good chunk of land to build on and just be happy with. Above all, guys, land in Dallas, Texas is definitely achievable to get. And, ultimately, it just really depends on you. Another thing I would say, guys, that is a definite positive, big pro, is here in Dallas, Texas, you have a ton of companies moving here. You have a lot of people looking to start their businesses or just already an established business coming to Dallas, Texas and setting up their headquarters here. So it is jobs galore. I know there's opportunities for warehousing. Like there's a ton of warehousing going on right now, whether it's at Home Depot and you're making $18.50 an hour, only working 4 days, or maybe you're working at a Target warehouse in Midlothian and you're making, I think I've heard of $19.75, and you're working only 3 days with 4 days off. I mean, guys, there's a ton of opportunity here. There at least get your feet wet and get into an apartment or whatever it is. If you just want to move to Dallas, you definitely have opportunities here. A ton of companies are establishing themselves here, and there's a lot of room to grow, not only for the city, but for the individuals moving here as well. So another pro about Dallas is, I mean, guys, there is so much to do. Do you want to go to the museum? Do you want to go to the science museum, arts museum? Do you want to go catch an opera or an orchestra playing live? I mean, there's so many events that happen here. Do you want to have a nice date night and go out to a fancy dining area, have a great dining experience, whether small or large? I mean, guys, there's a ton to do down here. The nightlife is amazing. Do you want to go do yoga at the park? In downtown, in the middle of downtown, Clyde Warren Park, right? I know it's not the middle of downtown, but it's still in downtown. Another thing about Dallas, Texas is we have, I feel, something for all ages, right? Whether it's events that get hosted monthly or, kids, maybe they want to go to Legoland or Six Flags, Hurricane Harbor, do things like that. Of course, your teenagers, maybe going to, some arcades, or again, there's several concerts and shows that come down here, whether it's at the Bomb Factory, ACC, or even, Trees. Can't forget about Trees, right? I mean, it goes on and on, guys. The nightlife is there for the young adults. The activities are there for those who are really active. Maybe you like to do yoga at the park, or maybe you like to just go into the Bishop Arts area, which I will be roaming around fairly soon, and do some Black Swan yoga. I know a ton of people, and then all ages just really enjoy the Dallas area, and to me, that's a big plus, a big pro, and another reason why people tend to fall in love with the city. And finally, I would say a major pro is just, again, the city's got range. If you're living in downtown Dallas or you're just, within the outskirts, 30 minutes up, Frisco, go to the Star, go to Plano, enjoy just some luxuries of the city. Go a little bit further south, and you're gonna have some peace and quiet. Go west, and guess what? You're in Fort Worth within 40 minutes or so at the Stockyards, or maybe even at the popular restaurant Joe T. Garcia's, slamming down a margarita. That seems to be like what people like to do. Then you go east, and hey, you're hitting the lake. You're hitting Lake Ray Hubbard, and you're eating off of the, I don't want to really call it a harbor, but you're eating next to the lake, enjoying yourself, maybe riding a jet ski. Just it's a great area, guys. Dallas has some range. Fort Worth has range too, but today we're focusing on the pros and cons of Dallas. So guys, above all, I love this place. I can't see myself moving out of here because I just love it. My family's here, of course. That's going to keep me here. But everyone that I've spoken to has loved this city. I do have a few friends that maybe moved to New York, and of course you're going to love New York, right? But overall, guys, I mean, it's great. We're growing. There's plenty of opportunities here for new builds. So if you're interested in that, please feel free to give me a holler. Above all, guys, if you find this video helpful and you need some more help on just figuring out where to go, I help people from out of state all the time. Reach out to me. Follow me on Instagram, and feel free to reach out to me. Follow the links below in the description if you need to get a hold of me. Above all, guys, and then of course, you can reach out to me on social media. I'm mainly active on Instagram, and I'll reach back out to you within the day, and take care of you and make sure that we set you up for success, guys. Because the last thing you want to do, despite Dallas being beautiful like this, you don't want to end up in a situation like this. So guys, with that being said, if you need me, please feel free to reach out. I love the help. Have a great day. Next time, I believe we are going to be heading to the Bishop Arts area to show you kind of the North Oak Cliff area that I was speaking briefly about. Can't wait to get to it. Until next time, I'm Jonathan Andrew, your favorite realtor, checking out.